Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, friends across the globe, wherever you are watching this presentation. I will be sharing with us briefly a message I've titled Making People Your Most Valuable Asset. Before I share this very important masterpiece with us, a couple of years ago, a professor at University of Maiduguri, Nigeria, shared his experience with me. According to this professor, he traveled by road to Abuja, Nigeria, and on his way back to Maiduguri, he ran into the hands of the bandits, that is, to be specific, Boko Haram guys. And those guys stripped him of his car keys and they were about to execute him. But suddenly, there was a command from their superior officer who said, "Stop! Is that not Professor Adefila?" According to this professor, he said he was shivering, all his body shivering. And he said, "Yes, I am." And the commander ordered his boys to give him back his keys and also provided escort for this professor to lead him out of the danger zone. If you ask me a question, what was unique about Professor from this University of Maiduguri that he was not lynched or massacred by these marauding bandits? The reason is very simple. Professor Adefila was not one of the lecturers who oppressed students in the campus, in the university, and people are watching it. They know it. Over and over, every one of us is aware that our altitude in life is a function of our attitude, how far we can go in life. This professor don't oppress students. He doesn't collect money from them according to what we come to discover later. So it's making people your most valuable investment. Friends, to make money, make people. The people you made today will make you tomorrow. To invest in property, very, very fantastic. But to invest in people is far better. Making people happen is far lasting than making things happen. The people you make today will make things happen tomorrow. I know some of you will say you disagree with this, that you have been kind, you have been good to some human being, the time past, and they reward you with evil. But then I remind me of what my mother of blessed memory taught me. I was still an undergraduate student. I never knew what my mom saw then. And she called me one day and sat me by her side on the bed. Said, "My son, sit down." And she told me, say, "My son, if you are kind to a black man and the black man reward you with evil, don't feel worried too much. It may be that God has prepared a white man somewhere to reward you. So don't let the evil reward or evil response from the person you have assisted in the time past stop you from doing good." Ladies and gentlemen, nothing makes life sweet like making people happy. Your greatest trophies are the tears you wipe away, not the things you achieve. As a matter of fact, over and over again, I tell people, you will be remembered not for what you have, but what you had. Somebody may be a multi-billionaire, and some other people will say, what was the relevance of his billions when he was here on earth, since I did not benefit anything from his billions? Your greatest achievement is raising achievers. Life is better when you are happy, but life is at its best when others are happy because of you. Be faithful in touching others' hearts. Be an inspiration. Nothing in nature lives for itself. Rivers do not drink their own water. Trees do not eat their own fruit. The sun does not shine for itself, and flowers do not spread their fragrance for themselves. Living for others is a rule of nature. We were all created to help and support each other. In finance parlance, they will tell you 2 plus 2 is not 4. 2 plus 2 is 5. Synergy. And even in the scripture say one will chase 1,000, two will put 10,000 to fly. Can you see that multiplication? not even the normal multiplication, this exponential. No matter how difficult the situation you find yourself in, still do good to others. To make people valuable makes your life more honorable. The people you make happy will in turn make you happy. The people you help today becomes your armies tomorrow. Friends, in conclusion, I will tell us it is not places that make people, it is people that make places. In accounting, we have what is called human resources accounting. And according to the proponent of the human resources accounting, they say if you invest billions of dollars or billions of naira or billions of pounds on machine and there is no human being to work on those machines, they cannot work anything. It means you have just wasted your resources. And we put in another way, behind everything working is at least a worker. Behind every melodious song is at least a singer. I remember in my university, when full time back in my university, Nasarawa State University to be specific, in Kefi, Nigeria. I was the HOD accounting department. But somehow, somebody who cannot stand my being HOD there, who was just angry, just fabricated some lies against me, and they asked me to hand over to another person. And according to what I heard, they were making mockery. They said, let's push him into one center where there was no staff. Let me go and direct myself there as the director of that center. So let's push him there to go and be directing himself. And when I got to that center, nobody, no one single staff there. And I said to myself, this is an opportunity for me to put my mind to work. And it was during that period when they thought they have pushed me away, I was able to put my mind to work, connect my spiritual antenna with the sourceless source of all sources. And I caught an idea. And that idea led me into making multiple millions. So there is nothing called dry places. There are only dry people. A man of God put it this way. There is no mountain anywhere. A man's ignorance is his own mountain. In conclusion, those who are not looking for happiness many times are the most likely to find it, because those who are searching for happiness often forget that the surest way to be happy is to seek happiness for others. It's good you make your wife happy, you make your spouse happy, you make your husband happy, make your children happy, because joy is contagious. The scripture also says, it is with joy we draw waters out of the wells of salvation. So if you want happiness, sow happiness. If you want joy, sow joy. Thank you for listening. You can click the like button and subscribe accordingly.